It's the NFL on EA Sports, and today's clash of conferences is just moments away. It's the Falcons and the Cougars, and it comes your way next.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle with the Atlanta Falcons. With my good friend Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, we have arrived at another new season. Had a little more pep in my step this morning. I know you did as well. Here we go.
Yeah, when you went out for your 5-mile jog, you were flying. You did it in record time because you were psyched up about this game. But let's be frank about it. No more radio shows, no more podcasts, no more just...
Get strapped in. It's just about time to get the party started. And we are underway here on EA Sports. And no run back on this one, so the new season will begin at the 25-yard line. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And a glance here at the man calling the plays under center, their 6'4" quarterback.
It's pretty much become the norm when we see guys come out before a game and go through the route tree with their receivers. I thought it was exciting for us to see the exact same thing happen in practice.
He's so meticulous, isn't he?
He really is, and that tells me it's not just a one-time-a-week thing. They work on it all the time, trying to hone that fine edge. They want to see if they can get in sync and stay in sync in this one.
On play action, they'll throw. Looking left sideline, but it's incomplete. So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive. They'll drop to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's going to be brought down short of the first at about the 31-yard line. It's a gain of 6, but not enough, as he'll be forced to punt on their first drive of the game.
There's an example of good situational football being played by a defense. They understood where the 3rd down play was, the down and distance, and made sure that they didn't get anywhere near that, bringing up 4th down.
Yeah, they were sniffing out that marker, didn't want to let him get close to there, and now a likely 3-and-out to start.
Yeah, I love the way they rallied to the football and got to him and made sure he didn't give up much run after catch.
Oh, the Falcons fly in and they block it. It's picked up. Remember, the ball is live. And he will score. Touchdown, Falcons. A great play there. Taking it in. And the Falcons have taken the early lead.
Partners, you well know every block punt wasn't necessarily a called block. Sometimes the guy just finds his way back there. Doesn't matter. The play happens, and that one turned into 6 points because they handled it so well after the block.
Point after try forthcoming. It's good, and that gives the Falcons a 7-0 lead. So the very rare blocked punt scooped and returned for a touchdown. What an exciting play. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. Chicago works their way back onto the field here for their second drive of the game. He'll have a first down past the 40. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. They go play action here on first down. His throw incomplete. That pass just a little bit off. It looked like maybe he tried to force it in there.
Game speed, always different, no matter what you do in practice. Can't simulate it, right? So your decision-making, everything has to be a little bit quicker. Sometimes it can throw you off until you adjust.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he almost made it, but just short. Finally out of bounds, right down around the goal line. Well, for a tight end, he can definitely motor, and he shows off the wheels there after the catch as he's able to shake free.
And I caught a quick glimpse of him before the ball was snapped, and there was something about his body language where you could tell early in this play he wasn't just thinking first down. He was thinking end zone, and he got there.
And the next-gen stats show us the tale of how much yardage he was able to tack on after the catch. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. And now we'll get a stoppage here. There appears to be an injured Falcon on the field. Boy, not what you want to see in quarter 1 of the new year. We'll be back. Back at the 2 now. Here's 2nd and goal. And they'll run again. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Cougars are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Well, go ahead and strap in, partner. Less than 2 minutes in, had the score on the one side. A quick answer, though, to get the equalizer.
Sometimes you get that sense of urgency that ratchets up, right? When you give up an early touchdown like that, you just know you're like, okay, how do we go back and equalize things? Can we get it done fast? And they absolutely did. Essentially, we're back to even, aren't we?
Extra point forthcoming. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. Just a 4-play drive that time. And it's culminated by a 2-yard touchdown run. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Taking it about the 1. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. So here come the Falcons now to get the football for the first time. And a glance here at their quarterback standing 6'3".
And what's a quarterback's best friend?
Balance?
I think you're right. I agree with you. You know, a lot of guys would say great receiver, right? A terrific offensive line. But I agree with you, balance, because if you can run the ball effectively, that just opens things up for guys who want to throw it and gives you easier passing lanes and easier coverages to read.
And they said balance will be a focus in this one.
Yeah, they don't want it all just heaped on his shoulders, I don't believe. I think they want to make sure they take some of the pressure off.
19 yards there on the catch and run.
I know this may be jumping the gun a little bit, but 7-7, they're flinging it around like crazy. Look at the drive that's going on here. Partner, we may have to start thinking about one of these defenses just holding someone to a field goal and maybe trying to get an advantage that way.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Off play action. Townsend. He's going to rifle one deep left side. Oh, not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete. He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And does the defense have it? They do, says the referee. We're going the other way. Every week we hear talk about create turnovers. In particular, they wanted to force some fumbles. They got one right there.
And it shows you how the game has changed over time. It used to be good enough for a guy to get a sack of the quarterback in the pocket. Now, if you come to the sidelines and you didn't knock the ball free, your coaches are upset with you. All right, so if you're a quarterback, it starts all the way back in the youth leagues. Take care of the ball, take care of the ball, take care of the ball, because here come the defenders.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. He finds his man, complete. It's Joseph. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Back to throw. And incomplete.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
And this may be a carbon copy as he'll again be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Back-to-back stops make it 3rd and 10. They'll set up to throw. This is caught. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Cougars have taken the lead. So 2 drives, 2 touchdowns here in this 1st quarter, and he's got both of them.
Well, he's certainly setting himself up for a big game here, and I think if the play caller doesn't get in his own way, they should keep riding him the entire way of this game. Until the defense proves they can stop him, that's what I would call.
Now the try here for the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. So for the 2nd time in this one, we get set to see the Falcons offense. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24. To throw on 3rd down. Townsend. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And this will not get close to the 1st down marker as he's brought down at the 26. That's going to bring up 4th down, only a gain of 2 there.
How about that strategy there, Brandon? 3rd down, they just said, we've got faith in our tacklers. We'll give you the short stuff, and just decided to protect the sticks. So every time I hear fans telling me tackling's not a part of the game anymore, plays like that, I can clip and save and show them you have to tackle well if you want to be a good defense.
This is taken at the 18. Well, that'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt.
Here we go.
There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. And he's found the end zone twice, and now I'm guessing he's thinking, hey, let's find it 3 times.
And you got to figure from the defensive perspective, how has he gotten there twice? What are we going to do to keep him out for a 3rd time? How do we tighten things down? Because he and his offensive mates, they are really in sync right now.
Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Now back to throw. And his throw here's incomplete. They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. Looking to throw. He finds his man, complete. That's Brewer. And he's going to be brought down short of the first at about the 31-yard line. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go up and make the tackle right away.
.37 yards on the punt with no return. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And it's been a rocky start for them thus far. They had the turnover and then the punt on those first 2 drives.
So there is optimism because they've improved, right? Turnover, you just noted it.
Punt's better than the turnover.
The punt is better on the second one. Now they're hoping to turn into 1st downs and hopefully points.
A throw left side to start the drive is complete. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
And let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
To throw on 2nd down, Townsend. And out across midfield down to the 45. 22 yards there, a 1st down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Looking to throw. Townsend. Got a man and he hits him in stride. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. Boy, not what you want to see in Q1 of the new year. We'll be back. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Defensively, he has been a presence in their backfield in the 1st half. Had a sack earlier, and now he comes up with a big tackle for a loss.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Here's a handoff out of the gun. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. So that one will be accepted. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Townsend, and he whips that one incomplete there.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he comes back with one complete. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
Brandon, a good idea there on 3rd down. Run a little clear out and hope you can get your receiver the ball coming across the formation. Nice design, but well played defensively, and they stop him well short.
his kick is good. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. So a good kick there, and they put the bow tie on it with 3 points.
And let's face it, everybody wants a touchdown. We know that. But in the NFL, defenses are awfully good. You're not going to score each and every time. Be able to knock the ball through the post and take the throw.
By the way, I said bow tie. I meant just bow.
Either way.
Not the tie, but yeah.
Either way.
You got it.
I just went right past it.
Here's the Chicago offense coming back out onto the field. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage. The
leverage.
Big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. They're going to look to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. He loses 4, and it brings up 4th. Well, you can see what they wanted to do. They wanted to set up the screen there, but it got blown up.
It's hard to run that play if you're not getting a lot of pressure at the quarterback because the space doesn't open up. They were able to read that one and slow it down and stop it before they could get a first down.
And he's getting a workout here in this first quarter as he gets it away. And a fair catch called for and made just inside the 35-yard line. Just 34 yards on the punt there, no return. Atlanta prepped and readied for its next possession. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target.
On first down, Townsend. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down. And he'll give it here to his running back. He'll get only a couple down to the 44. And now we'll get a stoppage here. There appears to be an injured Falcon on the field. Boy, not what you want to see in quarter 1 of the new year. We'll be back. And now on third down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the first. Back to throw. Townsend. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a first down. Right about 20 yards on the pickup. Officially, they'll say it's going to go for 19. Throwing on first down, Townsend. And he will find his man on the outside. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
Didn't they tell us in our meetings that they needed to account for him on each and every play?
You think? A guy of his caliber? So how does a guy like him get that wide open?
That usually means there's a tire breakdown on what the coverage was. That everyone thought they were doing something, and they were supposed to be doing something else. But bottom line is,
touchdown Falcons! A 14-yard touchdown. And the Falcons have retaken the lead.
Well, we know someone just added to his touchdown passing total, but all he did was get the ball out quickly to his tight end and let him take care of business the rest of the way.
Point after here coming up. It's good, and they'll take a 17-14 lead. A drive that time of 6 plays, and the Falcons score to cap it off. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. The Chicago offense set to get started. And we have seen a lot on the scoreboard here in this quarter. So sometimes you talk to me about tendency breakers on offense. These defenses struggling. Are there tendency breakers on defense?
All defensive coordinators keep something in their hip pocket for these types of situations. What can we do to slow down the onslaught? But the biggest thing is making sure these guys encourage each other, pick themselves up, because right now it's been a really tough ball game trying to stop these offenses.
Oh, it really has, especially as of late. And incomplete on the deep ball. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. He'll look to throw. He's going to float this one deep right side. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. Taken right around the 44. And just a 30-yard punt that time. And the Falcons are set up well to begin their drive as it'll begin in enemy territory already. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better.
Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line.
You know, on these types of plays, we're always looking to assess blame. Okay, where did it break down? Sometimes it's just a great play.
Well behind the sticks here with a 2nd and 18. Off the play fake. Townsend. And that one is incomplete. And it also concludes quarter number 1. Throwing on 3rd and long. Townsend. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
And a nice special teams job here. This is going to be down inside the 10 at the 7-yard line.
Well, someone's going to be happy with that effort. You know who else is going to be happy? His defense.
Absolutely.
He's created a very long field for that offense to try to traverse.
And he got some help from Mr. Football there, checking up nicely. Good English on that punt. They'll start out here with the option left. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 10, right around the 9-yard line. 2 yards the gain on the keeper, and it's 2nd down.
That was a pretty good job defensively to hold him to a 2-yard run, but I've got to think this offensive line, they're asking their quarterback for a different type of a run, one that they rely on, one they have confidence in, one they feel like they can block.
And a short gain here across the 10 to the 12. Give him 3 yards, and now they're left needing a conversion here on 3rd and 6. He's going to look deep down the field and got his man complete. touchdown.
Let's go, boys. Let's go.
A big play there. 88 yards. And the Cougars have yet again retaken the lead. Well, we know that he can beat you in a number of ways. He can catch it short, he can take it long, or he can do what we just saw right there, catch it and then run with the football.
And I think this is what the early proponents of the forward pass were thinking about. Get it to a receiver and have him do some work afterwards in order to create the big play we just saw there.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that will make this a 4-point game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the field general leading his offense back out there for the next possession. Been a decent start for him here in this first half, but bottom line, his team's losing. They got to fix something.
And it starts with him. He has to keep that little quarterback strut going right now to make sure that his team sees him as confident. Continue to try and up his game, but just let him know, hey, if I'm around, if I'm the one calling signals and throwing the football, just follow me, we'll get there. Sometimes that will do more to elevate a team than anything else.
See if he has that confidence. Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 15 yards, first down, Atlanta.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. And it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
On 1st and 10, Townsend finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line, tackled there. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. Hate to see this. Week 1 of the season. We'll be back. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. They'll look to throw again. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And the lane closes up quickly as he'll get about 3 down to the 38. The Falcons on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. Looking to throw. Townsend. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th. Well, you don't expect too many quarterbacks to be adept at breaking away from would-be tacklers, but this is uncommonly good right here as he's able to get away.
And as a former defender, I can tell you with certainty, those are the ones that have you losing sleep at night. I would not like to be in that film room on Tuesday going over that one. Just a pretty poor effort defensively, and it leads to a big play.
And the next-gen stats shows us the tale of how much yardage he was able to pick up after the initial contact. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
From the 6. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
Let's go, man.
Another drive coming up for this Chicago offense, and they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch, counter punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, get into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
We'll see if they dial it up this drive. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
Hands it off out of the gun. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for second down.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there forcing a loss on that play.
They'll have to deal with a 2nd and 14 now after the loss. And to give this time to the tailback. 3 yards is the pickup, but it leaves them still needing 11 here on third down.
It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 11.
He'll drop to throw. And that will be incomplete.
Yeah, that's a nice job there defensively to blanket those receivers on third down. And as a quarterback, all you can do is just loft one toward the bench. Not too close, mind you, and live to punt the football.
And they bring their punter out there now. Remember, though, he did have one blocked earlier. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. We'll call it a 42-yard punt, 3 on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Now here's the signal caller getting ready to lead this offense again. Been a decent start for him here in this first half, but they're losing. And I think as the captain of the offense, you probably always feel like you need to do more in that situation.
The best have always felt that way, and they won't settle for anything less. So right now his goal is to increase what he's doing on the field, try to make sure his teammates come along with him, and he feels like if I do better, everyone will do better. And that's what we're seeing from him right now. Got to have a little extra determination.
Yeah, the little extra determination. He has thrown the touchdown pass. No interceptions for him personally to this point. From the 25, here's 2nd and 6. Back to throw. Townsend. In trouble, and he's taken down. He continues, Charles, to be under constant pressure, and these sacks, they're starting to pile up.
If they want to have a realistic chance in this one, they've got to change their blocking assignments. They've got to do a better job to keep him upright. If he's going to be on the deck constantly, they've got no chance to win this game.
The Falcons on third down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Operating from the gun, Townsend. And he finds a man on a crossing route. And he is going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Maybe anticipating a blitz, and they jumped.
Yeah, and if we saw it, you know that they saw it. The bad guys might have been coming on that play. Had to pick them up, and they jumped.
Looking to throw. Townsend. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down.
No sense risking anything there on first down. Even though he's still in the pocket, he had a receiver out to his side, so just put that in a spot where the only people who can make a play on it are the trainers and the coaches. Well done.
And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. The Falcons on third down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 11. Flushed out right, and he'll be taken down well before the first at about the 36-yard line. Only able to get back a yard for his his efforts, and that leads us to 4th down.
And, partner, I would guess that in his headset he was hearing from his coach, it's 3rd down, don't take a sack. And in this case, he's able to avoid the pressure and get out of there. He doesn't get the 1st down, but he does turn a possible loss into positive yardage.
The Falcons send out their punter as he's on here to punt it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken at about the 18-yard line. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Here he is, the man taking the snaps under center, heading out for the next possession. He's played a pretty clean first half, a touchdown, no interceptions.
Frankly, that's what they expect out of him. They want to see the ball thrown and thrown well, and he's able to do that and put it in the end zone. They'd love to see more of that before this game finishes. But right now, he's got his team in a good spot.
A good spot, maybe looking for touchdown pass number 2 here in the 2nd quarter.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. They'll look to throw here. Taking a shot for Samuel. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Thus far, they have been able to move the line of scrimmage very well in the running game. Almost felt like they said in the huddle, can you guys pass protect? Let's take a big shot downfield. Didn't get it on that one, but they may come back to it again.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Joseph, and he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Catch number 4 for him on the afternoon, and it'll give him a 1st down.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll go option to the short side. And he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage with a penalty flag down. This might push him back further. They'll look to throw. And he'll hit his tight end, Walker. 7 yards on the play, and that'll make this a 2nd and 13.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. And now here's a carry heading left. And his rough afternoon continues. He's going nowhere again. Calling no gain there, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 13. They'll set up a throw. This one complete to Lacey. And he'll be brought down at the 34, well short of the 1st down marker. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
Well, the coverage was tight that time. They allowed the pass underneath to him, but they rallied to him pretty fast, too. Converged on him and got him down. That'll bring up 4th down.
And they'll send out their punter now as he's on to punt for Chicago. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Falcons will get it 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. Atlanta regains possession of the football. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
To throw on second down, Townsend. And he slings one that's incomplete. The Falcons on third down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A little costly there. You wipe out the first down. You also move further back.
No doubt about it. So you went from moving the sticks to them staying in the same spot, except for that one guy carrying the yard marker. He moves back farther.
And he'll be stopped up at the line of scrimmage with a flag down. Let's check on the call. Back to throw. Townsend. And he's got his man in stride, complete. Second down at 5. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 35, and his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. That, Charles, the first interception he's thrown here in year number 2.
And I know it's just the first one, but didn't it feel like what we saw from him last year, where he was plagued by this type of a play? And they thought that, over the offseason, going into a second season, some of that would go away. Thus far, still looks a lot like his rookie year.
Out comes this field general once more, leading his offense back onto the field. They've got the lead. He's a big reason why, looking sharp so far.
And as we travel around the league, we see quarterbacks get it done in a variety of ways. But today's NFL does tell us one thing. If that guy doesn't play well, their team's not going to win. And right now, he's got his team in the lead.
And now they'll look to extend that lead. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Oh, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And that will be incomplete as well. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part to get them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. Now, if you're a fan of punting, this game's for you. He's been out there quite a bit. That one maybe his best yet.
Yeah, he certainly got his leg loose by now. It kind of reminds me of my college football coach, John Majors. He loved the punting game because he liked the positioning, the field position, and he loved to play defense.
They're coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he's upended at the 6 as they double their room to maneuver on a pickup of 3. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Now the throw here complete on the right sideline. And he'll be out of bounds up past the 10-yard line. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and, of course, foot dragging.
A little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
On 3rd and 2, Townsend throwing middle, and it's complete. And he will get the first down as he's up to the 20-yard line.
Hey, baby, this ain't good enough for us.
So the penalty declined, and they will keep the yardage on the completion.
And you could almost see him compartmentalize there throughout the route. Fought hard at the line of scrimmage, a lot of hand-checking throughout the route.
In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Looking to throw on second down. Townsend. And he's got his big tight end here. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. He's going to loft this one deep left sideline. And it's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there that brings up fourth.
So one first down on that.
I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play with all reviews coming from the replay official here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Here we go.
Well, here's the call. So that challenge, a successful one. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he is out of bounds, looks like right at the 15. A gain of 6 there on first.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Second down at 4. Back to throw again. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
And he's got his big wide receiver complete. And his kick is good. And with that, they'll take a 2-point lead here in quarter number 2. So he's been a busy man here in this first half. That's 3 field goals for him now.
And not just 3 field goals, but 3 for 3. So even though the offense has struggled a bit putting it in the end zone, they've still been able to come away with points due to his leg.
Taken from about the 12. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. One final go for this offense here in this first half. And they've got less than 30 seconds to go here, so not a lot of time to work with. A little under 30 seconds to go. We'll see how they play it here on 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off near the 32. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
Well, the Falcons back out, getting set for this next drive. And they will begin in field goal range already as they search for a potential score. On first down, Townsend. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. 7 yards, the pickup there.
A 7-yard pickup.
3 yards remain for second down. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. And his kick here is good. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. So a nice kick there as they are able to add on to their lead.
And that's exactly what you're looking to do. Maneuver yourself into range. That way, if your drive stalls out, you're able to get something out of it. And they do so right there.
This is taken just shy of the 10. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
Get ready. Get ready.
The white flag coming out as they line up to kneel on it. He'll take the knee, and the final couple seconds will tick by in this first half. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much.
We'll see if week one fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. This fielded right at the goal line. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. The Falcons ready to go back to work to start the third quarter. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities.
And it's a fumble, and this will be scooped up by the defense. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. And now we'll get a stoppage here. There appears to be an injured Falcon on the field. Hate to see this. Week one of the season. We'll be back. Now a handoff here to his running back. And there just continues to be nowhere to run. He's bottled up again at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. Now they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And nowhere for him to go again. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. Back to throw here. Over the middle, complete to Samuel. Call it a gain of 12, but of course not a first down due to the previous penalty. In danger of squandering their great field position as they come up on a 3rd and 7. They'll drop to throw. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down. And his kick is indeed good, and that will cut the lead down to just 2. So give him 3 on that drive. You know, normally you'd say we'll take it, but the way points have been flying around, it feels like a little bit of a letdown.
Yeah, you just have to wonder, are field goals going to be enough? Because as you pointed out, the way touchdowns have been scored, does kicking a field goal actually put you at a disadvantage the rest of the way?
And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal? And they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive. A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown. But they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach will be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield, punching the end zone without turning it over.
To throw on second down. Townsend going right side here, and that's complete. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. 7 catches for him now, and this last one, a first down. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. Now they'll run it on the toss. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. They'll wind up losing 3, and now it's 3rd down.
I'll tell you what, this defense hasn't played its best, but they're still right in this football game. And if they keep making plays just like that, they're going to give their offense a chance.
looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Looking to throw. Townsend. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
And that's a really good job there defensively. They went into this possession knowing that they needed to get a stop. They're in a tight ball game, and they got it done. Great work to force the 3 and out. Got the football right back for their offense. They've got to go to the sidelines feeling pretty good about themselves and encouraging their offensive mates to get some points.
The Falcons send out their punter. He's been terrific so far. Averaging 50 yards a boot so far as this one's away. Now this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. This defense not fooled one bit on that touch pass.
And this has become one of those kind of in vogue plays, you know, kind of like the shuffle pass was a few years ago. This one never got off the ground, but you understand why a lot of teams are running it. These wide receivers, a lot of them, they run like running backs with the ball in their hands.
2nd and 11. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Winds up and lets it go for Samuel. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And sometimes you just got to marvel at how these guys can throw the football. He gave that everything he had, and it was right on the money.
That is absolutely demoralizing for a defense because you've got the offense on the ropes. It's 3rd down. You're trying to get off the field, and then wham, you have a letdown in the secondary, and you give up a big one.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down.
They all understand that even after that loss on 1st down, they've got a field goal attempt in their back pocket. But here on 2nd and goal, this is the time you take your shot at the end zone, I believe. Go ahead and go for the big shot right now, knowing you can always come back and kick a field goal on 4th down if you can't advance.
2nd and goal from the 6 this time. He'll look to throw. And he's got it. That time the completion goes for 4 yards, and we're set up with a 3rd and goal.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes, and they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
And this one is right through. And with that, they move ahead by a point here in this 3rd quarter. So that is 2nd drive ending in a field goal now here in the 3rd.
Yeah, the first one got them closer, and this one gets them the lead, but I don't think they should fall in love with kicking field goals. They're going to need to put the ball in the end zone if they want to finish off this game with a win.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Falcons offense set to go. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Back to throw. Townsend. Quick hitter here. It's complete. 8th catch for him now. He's been a big factor. And it's a first down. Now a handoff as they run left side. And he stopped immediately there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Looking to throw. Townsend. Hit from behind, and he's going to be driven down. This defense, they just continue to feast. 5 sacks now as a unit. It's been quite an afternoon getting to the quarterback.
And we're seeing it come from a variety of places as well. Sometimes just the guys up front getting to him. Other times you add extra guys rushing the quarterback, twists and stunts. It's been a variety, and they've had no way of blocking them.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 3rd and 19, no problem, as they're able to convert.
With the kind of game he's had so far, you had to know that on 3rd down, that they would be looking his way, and they did, for big yardage and a first down. I think the defense fell asleep at the switch on that one. I would have doubled him, tripled him, anything to keep the ball out of his hands.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10, as they've got things rolling on this drive. Now left side on the swing pass. That catch good for only a couple. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call.
I know you feel that.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Townsend. And he will be hit from behind and run over. Wow. I don't know what else can be said about this pass rush. They have been sensational. CD, that is now 6 sacks for them.
And how many times do we talk to offensive coordinators and they say a sack is a result of everyone on offense not doing their job? But let's be honest about this one. This is the offensive line unable to counter the pass rush. They've been teeing off all game long.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Back to throw. Townsend. A bullet throw, but incomplete. The Falcons send out their punter as he's on for the 5th time here today. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. And a nice job here to down this one right on the 5-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. Here's the Chicago offense coming back out onto the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done. Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
A 3rd quarter now, and a 1-point game as they line up 2nd and 10. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. An incomplete pass on second down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. Back to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Walker. And they will rally and stop him short of the first down. They get him to the ground at the 26. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, hoping he can break some tackles, a big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get into that big frame and hope he can scatter some bodies, unable to get it done.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. Fair catch called for and taken right near the 30-yard line. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Throwing on first down. Townsend. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Just week 1, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10. From the gun, Townsend. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. A gain of 6 there on 1st. 2nd and 4. Now a handoff looking right. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, because they bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
Looking to throw. Townsend. And this will be caught by his big wide receiver. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a 1st down.
And that's how you pick up a 1st down. Not only does he make the catch, but has enough body control to get his feet down inbounds, toe tapping and dragging to make sure he gets it done.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Now they try the right side here. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage with a flag down here to move. So they may back up further. They run a draw here on 2nd down. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. They lose 2 on that last play, so things get even tougher. 3rd and long coming up.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Back to throw. Townsend. Pressure comes and down he goes.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
The Falcons send out their punter as they're forced to kick for the 6th time today. So a change of possession here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Chicago offense set to get started. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line.
I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice explosive run.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete. An incomplete pass on second down leads us to 3rd and inches. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. 42 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there. And on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously, but at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he'll be brought down at the 50 after a gain of about 5. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. And they'll try to run the option here. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
That's a gain of 4.
On 3rd and short, they'll try option left. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. And he'll give it here to his running back. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. If you can keep getting gains like that, Charles, with the lead here in the 4th quarter, I mean, keep running it, right?
No doubt about it, but what the offense coordinator has to do is understand they're going to continue to stack the line of scrimmage. What runs do you have in your arsenal that'll work against a stacked box and continue to move the ball?
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. He'll keep it himself. And he'll take this one down to the 36. 7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. Starting to feel a little to me like the air is coming out of the balloon, so to speak, defensively.
They're taking their will from them right now. That's what they're doing. Whatever they want to call, it's working. They're handling things up front. And it's not just the offensive line. It's everyone. You're seeing the guys on the perimeter blocking downfield and making sure that they're secure. So, yeah, you're exactly right. The air's out of the balloon, and right now they're almost lifeless.
Right back to him on first down. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What we call them run fits, everyone was in the right place.
Murray has the first down and more. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. A great play there. 31 yards. And the Cougars are able to widen their advantage. So an important drive for them there. They're not home, but momentum, Charles, definitely in their favor now.
And I like the point you just made. They're not home yet, but a 1-point game, and if you kick the extra point, make it an 8-point game. Only one score, but you're right. Momentum definitely in their favor right now.
Point after, right down the middle. And that will ensure that it will take a touchdown and a 2-point conversion to tie it. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And here now come the Falcons. There's still plenty of time here in the fourth quarter. Just a one-possession game, down 8. They'll be looking for the touchdown and two-point conversion. A field goal here on this drive does very little at this stage. On 1st and 10, Townsend. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here, up to the 34. To throw on 2nd down, Townsend. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. Well, when you're leading in the fourth quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
So a big penalty there on the face mask leads to 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Townsend. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. 13 yards as they've got the connection working. His second catch in a row, 1st down. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Townsend, a quick throw, but incomplete. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Looking to throw. Townsend. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36.
Was it a breakdown in protection? Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack.
And his kick is right there. It's good, and that'll get the lead down to 5. So an interesting call there to take the 3. I mean, I guess they're thinking that their hands were tied, but, you know, fourth quarter, that field goal might not help them that much in the end.
Yeah, eventually they're going to need the touchdown. The thinking must have been they didn't feel confident about picking it up there, hoping maybe on defense they can get better field position, get a turnover, get a better play, and then they'll have a chance to attack the end zone.
Another drive coming up for this Chicago offense. Right now clinging to a 1-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays that are going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first downs. And the goal, end the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Try to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's our home team here in possession of the football as we come back. They're facing a critical 3rd down now as they try to hold on to this lead. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. And on now is the punter as he's on to punt for Chicago. A 45-yard punt for there on the return. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. So all eyes on the Falcons. Down on the scoreboard. At time, a huge factor. This is only week 1 of the season, folks. Get strapped in as they come up here 1st and 10. Back to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Clock running, and the Falcons moving with a sense of urgency. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down. Back-to-back big plays defensively. First the sack. Now they force the incompletion on third and long. Things looking pretty good for them.
And this is where they have to be careful because they've got the momentum going their way. They will be really amped up to get to the quarterback. Look out. Draw, screen, something that can be used against them.
The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it prior to what will be an important fourth down. He's going to let it fly. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And defensively, that might just seal a Week 1 victory. He'll have a tough time living that one down. It's one thing, Charles, to drop a pass. It's quite another to drop it on fourth down.
And so many teams work on that in terms of locking in on those key downs. You know, you and I both been to practices where we've seen, hey, third down situation, big third down alert, lock in here, fourth down play, make sure you're focused just a little bit extra. It didn't pay off in that situation.
Falcons going to use their third and final timeout as they'll get it with just a shade under a minute to go in the game. And they will take a knee here. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now third and long. They go down to a knee, and the new campaign off to a good start. It's a win here in Week 1. And his kick is good. And the drive will wind up yielding 3. So plenty of smiles for the folks here as they head for the exits. It's a victory for their hometown guys. And with that, our journey begins, Charles. Week 1 in the books. Going to be a great season.
Oh, man, so much to look forward to. Isn't it nice to get a really good game right out of the gate? Preseason behind us. All these games count now, don't they?
Yeah, this is the exciting time with just 1 week gone and plenty of weeks to come. So for the home team here, that'll be a happy locker room as they